Iron Man versus Sentry. The man senses danger, realizing something is terribly wrong. He identifies the source, it's Bob Reynolds, and warns that Reynolds is trapped inside Sentry World. A man insists he saw someone named Billy right after killing the imaginary Sentry. Another tells him to go back and handle it before things get out of control. Billy, realizing if Bob is in his mental dimension, then the Sentry is also there, puts on a golden hood and jumps out the window to confront him before the Void gets involved. Deep underground, Tony finds Bob, but Bob says he's not Bob anymore. Without his conflictor, his transformation went wrong. Spotting Cranio, Bob insists he must find the device before the Void returns. Tony tries to stop him, but Bob's eyes flare with power, questioning if Tony can really stop him. A massive lightning strike smashes through the ground, sending debris flying everywhere. Bob shields his face, shocked, as he realizes something terrible has happened. Misty rushes in with a squad, asking Tony what's going on. Tony grimly says the worst-case scenario just came true. With a sigh, he decides he'll have to go and try to talk some sense into him. Iron Man rockets through the sky, asking where the target is headed. Misty guesses Manhattan, and Tony calls for everyone to be ready. Spotting Bob Reynolds in the distance, Tony braces himself, knowing things are about to get messy. Realizing the scale of the threat, he activates an upgrade, saying he's going to need a bigger suit. Bob attacks, but Iron Man grabs him and heads to an abandoned shipping yard to contain the fight. Misty suggests calling bigger backup, but Tony refuses, hoping to talk Bob down, though his explosive landing says otherwise. Thor looks stressed and asks Iron Man for more time to figure out a problem. Iron Man, calm but apologetic, says there's no more time to give. Meanwhile, a powerful Iron Man suit glows in the background as a defeated Thor lies on the ground, resigned to their fate. The Sentry declares he won't be a prisoner. Meanwhile, a battle-damaged Iron Man urgently warns him to turn around. Thor, walking away, refuses to return to what he calls a hellhole. Iron Man clarifies his warning is literal and immediate, but Thor looks surprised and confused, caught off guard by something behind him. A broken Sentry is on the ground after a THOM. A glowing, calmer version in casual clothes hovers, assuring Iron Man he'll handle things. Someone below calls out, "Billy," revealing this is Sentry's other identity. A pained and confused Sentry questions their reality. At the same time, his alter ego, Billy, attacks him, claiming he doesn't deserve the power because of his damaged mind. We see the Sentry being overwhelmed by the energy while Iron Man tries to stop Billy. The Sentry hits his alter ego, Billy, and asserts control, expressing resentment for being just a look-alike for Bob. He claims to have a serum and flies towards Manhattan. Iron Man, unable to stop him, decides they must also go to Manhattan to handle the situation. A man named Bob realizes he's made a bad decision as he is struck by a powerful force. This results in the emergence of a new, villainous persona named Cranio, who tells him he shouldn't be Bob anymore. Meanwhile, the Billy persona is in pain, telling Iron Man they are losing control because his mind is split. The villainous persona, Cranio, blasts Bob Reynolds, declaring it's too late to turn back. Bob, now a half-man, half-monster, laments that he's never truly been himself. Meanwhile, the Sentry persona gets hit and pleads for help as Bob is shown falling, realizing he's stuck in a cycle of losing control. The main character, Bob, is on his knees, having returned to the darkness. A monstrous, shadowy figure known as the Void appears and greets him. A terrified Bob then looks at the Void and, in a moment of desperation, asks for its help. The Sentry, wearing a crown-like helmet, causes chaos by throwing cars and declares he has a serum, claiming his time as a hero has begun. He confronts Iron Man, yelling that he's not his sidekick. A sarcastic Iron Man dismisses his claim, and the Sentry retaliates by firing a powerful energy blast. The Sentry, fully unleashed, declares, "I am the Sentry," while a worried Thor yells at Billy to stop. A man, thrown by the Sentry's power, reveals he was always fooling himself into being a hero despite his inner darkness. The panel ends with the powerful image of the Sentry, framing the conflict as a classic hero versus villain battle. This sequence of panels explores a character's internal struggle, asking, "What if I stopped fighting? And what if I gave in?" It shows a man's hand being crushed by a monstrous claw as he surrenders. The climax is a terrifying transformation from a human face to a monstrous, red-eyed figure, representing the full emergence of the void. In this chaotic central panel, the Sentry screams in agony as a massive energy blast erupts, with the void and other personas caught in the explosion. In a smaller panel, a defeated Billy lies on the ground, realizing that Bob is completely lost and there is no escape. A powerful new Sentry, in a red and black suit, stands over a defeated Billy, declaring he is finally whole. This signals the end of his internal conflict and the beginning of a new chapter, as the final text teases the all-new Sentry.